Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Shadows Gaming 44 here, or just Shadows. Oh, it's been so long, bro. Like, I forgot I changed my name to just Shadows, but it's your boy Shadows here, or Logan. My bad about that crappy intro. Um, I know it's been a minute. I apologize for that. I just recently got the PS5, and I've been learning how to work it and everything. You feel me? And Loki just been busy with stuff, but I'm gonna try to get back on that upload grind. I think I've said this before, but I'm being serious this time. But screw all my rambling. I know y'all are here for one thing and one thing only, and that's the quality story times, baby. So let's get into it. So today's story time takes place like a month ago actually, and it was pretty wrong place, wrong time type of situation. But so this takes place at school. Uh, my miserable high school life, because high school is boring. But yeah, it takes place right after lunch actually. But we're gonna backtrack just so I can give y'all a bit of a backstory to it. So I come to school, I open my locker, put my book bag away and everything, go past the boring periods like usual, and get past fourth period, the worst period of the day, which is math, because that's my only 1 hour long class. They would give me that subject, that at every subject that they could have gave me. But I get past math and I go to study hall, that's all normal. We just sit there, talk, really our only break class besides lunch. And then we go to lunch and we're going through lunch and we're just basically sitting there chilling. And afterwards, my friend, we're gonna call him Bob. My friend Bob, he says, yo, you trying to race to the 100 bathroom after lunch? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna give you a layout. I mean, not really a layout, but like our hallways basically go by the 100s, 200s, 300s, and 400s. And the 100s was the closest bathroom to the cafeteria, so we're stupid. So we chose to race to the bathroom. And I'm just gonna put this out there. If y'all know how high school students be, they be full on fiending nowadays. You know what I mean? So yeah, they be fiending for that flavored air. So, anyways, we do the race, and I end up losing. If just in case y'all are wondering, I lose the race, but that really has nothing to do with it. So, pretty much, I get in there, and I actually low key gotta pee. So I go to the urinal and I start peeing, and behind me, you got high school students, you know how they be, passing around their flavored air, and I don't want nothing to do with that, cause I ain't trying to get suspended. So I'm like, they try to offer me, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. But there's some people I know in the circle over there talking, so I go over there and just start talking to them, catching up as you do, like, how's your grades and stuff. I mean, a majority of them, their grades were pretty booty, but that's besides the point. So I'm standing there, and somebody is sitting there, inhaling their flavored air, and like I said, I ain't having nothing to do with the flavored air because I'm smart and do not want to get suspended from school because it's just not fun. So I go and I'm standing there, and a principal happens to walk in mid hit of this one guy, and he looks over at me as soon as the principal walks in. He basically smacks me in my chest, and as a human, I react to that. So I grab my chest and I pick up whatever he's handing me because I don't want it to drop whatever it is. And I look at my hand and it's a vape, and I try to put it in my pocket and walk by without him noticing because I don't want to get caught with it. It's not even mine, and I wasn't even hitting it or using it. But as we're walking out, this stupid kid that smacked it into my chest is like right in front of me, breathing out the smoke. And for whatever reason, the principal thinks that the smoke is coming out of my mouth. And he looks at me and he's like, "Come with me, bud." Or buddy, however he said it. But that's besides the point. So he takes me to the office, which is like pretty much right down the hall. And he takes me in there and he's like, "So, smacking on this granola bar. What had you in the bathroom vaping today? And I was like, I wasn't vaping. And he's like, oh, so that smoke coming out of your mouth was just a magic trick, huh? And in my head, I'm like, don't be a dick, dude. But I was like, I guess so, or you could use your brain and think that it could have just been the guy in front of me. I didn't actually say this. I was like, I think it was the guy in front of me. That's all I said because I'm not that much of a smartass. But after I said that, he's like, sure it was. So you would just happen to be holding the vape, and I'm like, dude, you know how kids are. They're not gonna want to get caught. They're gonna throw people under the bus. And he's like, sure, buddy. It looked pretty suspicious from your end. I'm like, you know what? Okay, just what do you cut to the chase? What are you gonna give me? And he's like, I don't know. We need to get the other principal in here. We're gonna call him Mr. Johnson. And he's like, we're gonna get Mr. Johnson in here, and I'm gonna talk to him about what he thinks we should do with you. And I'm like, do with me? You know what? Whatever. Do with what you please because I wasn't doing shit. But I didn't actually say that. But I'm just like, okay. So they send me back out to the main lobby, and when I go out into the main lobby, I'm just sitting there for what feels like forever, bro. And like, I was just sitting there thinking about how bullshit the whole situation is. And as I'm waiting there, about what feels like 20 minutes passes by, and the principal comes out, the other one, Mr. Johnson, and he calls me in there, and he's like, "So, Mr. Bobbert, we'll call him Mr. Bobbert, cause I want to, okay." So he was like, "Mr. Bobbert says that you were in the bathroom vaping today, huh?" And I was like, no, I got basically set up with it." And he's like, that's pretty interesting." And I'm like, yeah, it really is, because I wasn't actually doing jack shit in there. And he was like, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you 5 days of AEP, which is my school's name for in-school suspension for whatever reason, because it can't just be normal ISS. But, yeah, he was like, we're going to give you 5 days of this, but if you take a vaping course, you can get 3. I'm like, okay, I'll take the vaping course, I guess. Even though I already wasn't doing it, I'll take it anyway. And he's like, all right, so if you do that, you can get 3 days. And I was like, okay. And then for whatever reason, I think it's because the ISS rooms were full or whatever, I get it scheduled for like a month later, like 2, 3 weeks after the incident. So I just basically have normal school days until a couple of weeks pass by, and I go in there, and I'm telling you what, I don't know if anybody else's school is as bad as mine, but please, for the love of God, don't get ISS, bro. Because I'm telling you what, it is so boring. It is literally like prison. You know how you switch classes? Normally, nah, you don't do that in there. You sit in one classroom for the whole 7 hours of the day and do nothing. Literally do nothing. I don't advise it. They literally treat you like armed fugitives, bro. They literally walk you everywhere. Da, 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 da. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I wait. I have normal school days. Serve the ISS, whatever. But I think that's about all I have to cover for it, for real. Cause nothing else interesting for real happened. Um, yeah. So moral of the story is, don't vape. And if you do vape, don't vape in school. Vape outside of school, because if you vape in school, you can get a lot of trouble for it. And yeah. On that note, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video. Like I said earlier, I'm gonna try to start uploading more. It's just I be busy like a lot, but I'm gonna try to get y'all with some more frequent uploads, and also content ideas are starting to get hard to come up with, cause like I said, I accept users to like DM me your stories or comment them on the video, and I'm fine putting them in here if they're good enough, but I can't think of it all by myself because, like, I don't got infinite stories to tell. I'm not an elderly 80-year-old man. But, enough of that. That's going to do it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I am out. Peace.